As I had said before, a prophet is a person who sees the trajectory of things, who correctly summarizes the trajectory of a thing when it happens and can tell where it's going. And therefore his job is supposed to go out and warn the people that this is coming so that the people can escape. A prophet is not necessarily a person that says something and say what I'm talking about and wait and to see it right. Because his responsibility is to warn the people. But the thing about it is that sometimes when you warn the people, they don't listen. So the prophecy comes through. I had spoke about the Supreme Court, about the trajectory of the Supreme Court and the direction that they were going. So this thing that now happens with the Supreme Court, it is something that I had warned that this was coming. When they had decided to remove the donation limit as to how much a person can donate towards a political candidate, when they had lifted that and had now allowed millionaires and billionaires to come in and buy out our election towards their special interests, that was the time that I knew that the Supreme Court was corrupt, and it was corrupt. It was corrupt in the sense of the Republican Party. So with what they do right now, as far as trying to make Donald Trump a king, because they don't just do this just for any president. It's not about any president, but it's just the presidency, because they woefully and they are deceived to believe that he's going to win the election. Are they trying to steal it somewhere? Are making it possibly so that he can steal it and get away with it? You know, once he's a president. How could you be in your right mind? You would think that the Supreme Court are supposed to be wise people who are divinely wise. You know, so you're not expecting them to not pay attention to the thing that matters most, because it's not about the law, it's about who you're trying to ascribe this kind of power to. And when you look at it, the evidence is there as to what he did in not conceding the election and brought violence into the government through the January 6th committee and team where he had the whole government corrupted. Even the FBI was involved in it. Now he's out there talking about the FBI, or corrupt the FBI is now. He then wasn't corrupt when he used them to cover up. Because you know why we know that the FBI was involved? Because they deleted when the January 6th committee had formed together to start trying and asking people questions, they delete all the information that they have. So you know that the FBI is corrupted. You see, the news media is not reporting these things, because the news media is not in the best interests of what is good for the country. So yes, we knew that Donald Trump was going to be the person that they act in favor of, and we knew that the Supreme Court was corrupt from years ago. From they did that since Obama was in office, when the Republican-controlled party took over the Supreme Court, and they made they did what I said they did in the beginning, where they had allowed now anybody who has a lot of money can just come out and just buy out the election. We have lost our democracy since then. So what we see recently happening in the Supreme Court last week, Monday, this is just a culmination of something that was already done. They didn't just do this. So if you're operating with any wisdom, you should know that the Supreme Court ain't for the people.